Summary of article. How to Expand Your Network When You Hate Talking to Strangers. By Amantha Imber, published in Harvard Business Review. Networking is one of those things that everyone knows is important, yet many people dread. If you're like me, the idea of talking to strangers about business or making small talk feels more like a chore than a career booster. But here's the thing. What if I told you that you don't always have to meet new people to expand your network? Yes, it's possible to build stronger connections without stepping outside your comfort zone. In today's episode, we're going to explore how you can grow your network even if you're not a fan of talking to strangers. We'll dive into practical tips that don't involve cold calling or making awkward small talk, and instead focus on reconnecting with people you already know, dormant ties. So, whether you're a networking newbie or someone who just finds the whole thing a bit intimidating, this episode is for you. Context and problem. Let's start by acknowledging the challenge. Networking can be tough. It often feels like you're just exchanging business cards and meaningless pleasantries. For many of us, the hardest part is figuring out how to start a conversation with someone we don't know. Plus, it's easy to stick to the people we already know because, let's face it, connecting with strangers can be exhausting. But here's the kicker. Having a strong professional network is absolutely crucial for your career. It opens doors to new opportunities, introduces fresh ideas, and helps you grow. So, what if you could build your network without all the uncomfortable interactions? Turns out you can, by focusing on dormant ties. Main thesis. Dormant ties are those people you've lost touch with, friends, former colleagues, or classmates. These connections can offer a wealth of new opportunities and insights because they've been off living their own lives, meeting new people, and gaining experiences that you might not have. Strengthening these existing relationships can often be more valuable than expanding your network with strangers. Key insights and findings. 1. The power of dormant ties. According to Marissa King, a Yale School of Management professor, reviving these ties can be incredibly powerful. The reason? While your close contacts may share similar knowledge or experiences, dormant ties often bring a fresh perspective. They've been outside of your immediate circle and can offer unique insights that can open new doors. 2. Research backing the idea. Wharton's Adam Grant emphasizes that dormant ties provide a more diverse network. This diversity can lead to new ideas, business opportunities, and even collaborations that you wouldn't get from your closest colleagues. Real-world applications and specific examples. 1. Gratitude as a starting point. One simple but incredibly effective way to reconnect is by expressing gratitude. Marissa King suggests starting by identifying people who've helped you in the past. Whether it's a mentor or someone who gave you advice that stuck with you. Reach out with a genuine thank you. It may sound simple, but research shows that people often underestimate how powerful a compliment or a thank you message can be. It not only brightens their day but also opens the door to further conversation. 2. Share something valuable. Another approach is to share something that might interest or help them. For instance, if you come across an article, podcast, or report that you think they'd enjoy or find useful, send it to them with a thoughtful message. You could say something like, "I saw this and thought it might be helpful for you," or "I came across this article and thought of you." This small gesture shows that you care about them beyond just reconnecting for your own benefit. 3. Ask for help. People love being asked for advice. It makes them feel valued and that their expertise matters. Marissa King often asks her dormant ties for help with projects, seeking their advice on something within their field of expertise. This strategy not only rekindles the relationship but also makes the other person feel appreciated and involved. Implementation guidance. Now, how can you put this into practice? Start by compiling a list of people you haven't spoken to in a while but would like to reconnect with. It could be a former colleague, an old friend, or even an ex-client. From there, think about how you can approach them. Remember, this isn't about asking for something right away. It's about re-establishing a relationship by adding value first. Take 10 minutes each week to reach out to one person on your list. Whether it's a quick email, a LinkedIn message, or even a text, make it personal and meaningful. Don't just say, "Hi, long time no see." Instead, offer something that shows you've been thinking about them. Whether it's gratitude, a useful article, or asking for their advice on something you know they're knowledgeable about. Actionable takeaways. 1. Focus on dormant ties, not just new connections. 2. Begin your outreach with a simple thank you to re-establish goodwill. 3. Share valuable content that shows you're thinking of the person's interests. 4. Don't be afraid to ask for help. People love to offer advice. 5. Dedicate a small amount of time weekly to reconnect with one person. Conclusion. Networking doesn't have to mean meeting new people or stepping into uncomfortable situations. By focusing on the relationships you already have and nurturing dormant ties, you can expand your network, create new opportunities, and gain fresh insights. The best part? You don't have to leave your comfort zone to do it. If you take just a few minutes each week to implement these strategies, you'll be amazed at how your network grows and how much more enjoyable networking can be. Thanks for tuning in today. I hope you'll give these tips a try and start reconnecting with people who could make a real difference in your professional life.